Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They go play action with Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, nice move. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Now it's Richardson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson off the play fake. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Jelani Woods that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, someone wants that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Broncos hit 3-7 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Get it. On the ball, on the ball.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his tight end, that's complete. It's right. Touchdown! Blocked right from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Shifts by him. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now Richardson. That's to the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Here Richardson yet again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. He's had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for 2. So the fake works. And as a result, this game is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man, it's Dosich. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw again. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Press on, lady.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Randall, 18 Randall.
To throw is Richardson. Off play action. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Richardson back to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, right in contact.
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hurry!
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Let's go now.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Colts, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything.
Gay now set to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one. Just
Williams loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now we give to Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And a short throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's taken usage. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. There he goes, right side. Powering forward. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they work this out past the 25. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. On the option to give to Taylor here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 50 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're able to find Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down the back before getting this inside the 30. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Indianapolis, they just keep on rolling.